Hey everyone, so this is Harsh, and in today's video, I'm going to walk you through how you can basically get the transcript of any YouTube video that you want so that you can then further use that transcription to generate the summary of that particular video so that you don't need to watch the entire video for, like, let's say if that video is 30, 40, 50 minutes long, and if you don't want to sit and watch that video entirely, you can use this video transcript and then put it into the chat GPT to summarize that transcript to just get the important information from the video. So if you just want to do that, this video is for you, because in this video I'm going to show you how you can basically do that. Of course, I have a similar video on my channel which is going to show you how you can do that for completely free. In this video, the tool that I'm going to show you is not going to be free, but again, this is more about convenience, because in my previous video, which is the similar video to this, but it's free to do that. Again, you need to do some sort of a hard wiring, and you need to understand some sort of a code over that. Again, in this video, I'm going to give you the exact tool that will help you to do that without knowing any sort of a coding or without knowing any sort of a technicality at all. And you can just do that in very short amount of time. And every time you put a link in a Google Sheet, it will basically give you the transcription of that video, and then you can take it further to understand what exactly has been spoken in that particular video, right? So yeah, let's basically get into the video. But before that, let me also share something really important. So if you have, if you're like watching my video for a very long time, or like if you're just watching my video for the first time, I'm putting a lot of effort on this particular channel to put a lot of valuable and usable videos that you can use to make some money out of it. And again, in that effort, I'm doing one more thing that will basically change your life. Again, this is all about community. So I'm going to launch a community in next 1 or 2 months, right? And if you want to take advantage of that, you just need to join the waitlist. And for that, you can find the first link in the description box below, where you can find the WhatsApp community or the group, and just join that, because whoever will join that community or group will get the early access of my community, which is the discounted price that will never be the same again after the launch of the community, right? So if you want to access the community early, join that. And in that community, we'll be taking a live challenge of 90 days where I'll make a guarantee that if you follow everything for next 90 days in that community, once it's launched, you will easily make $10,000 from that, right? And your investment will be 20x. So if you are someone who's looking to make their first $10,000 from AI and automation, join that community, join the waitlist. To that, just click the link in the description box below, and then you are in for the discounted price. Yeah. Again, now let's get back to the video, and let's get straight into the video to see how we can actually get the transcription of the video. So yeah, now again, for that, this is the so we are going to do that in n8n. This is the n8n interface where you can where we are going to build that particular workflow, and the tool that we are going to use for this one is AP5. Right? So AP5, in the AP5, so if you have never heard of AP5, it is a platform that will basically help you to access a lot of API in it, right? So basically, you don't need to basically go and subscribe to those costlier APIs. You can find all of that in this particular platform called AP5. And if you are here for the first time, just sign up for this particular platform. And once you're signed up with that, you just need to basically you basically go to this particular option called AP5 store, and over here what you can do, you can just type YouTube, and you will find the actor called this one, YouTube transcript scraper, right? And this is the actor that we are going to use, which is kind of a pay per results basis, and for every 1,000 transcript it is going to charge you $7. Again, this is nothing compared to YouTube APIs and all of the other APIs that will exactly provide you the same, because every 1,000 transcript you will only be charged $7, which is again more than enough to perform this, right? Because you're not anyways going to transcript 1,000 videos, in my understanding. Of course, like if you're doing that number or more than that, you're doing something really serious and critical. But again, this video is then not for you if you're doing more than 1,000, right? So yeah, so now again, another thing that we need is the Google Sheet. So first, let's create a new Google Sheet and give it a name called YouTube. Okay, not here YouTube transcript, and here link of the YouTube video, and here will be the transcript. We are going to add a transcript in the Google Sheet itself, right? So now once this has been created, now let's go back to the n8n workflow, and over here let's select the Google Sheet. Again, if you don't know how to connect your Google Sheet to n8n, I already have a video on my channel which you can see, and then learn how to connect your Google Sheet integration with the n8n. So yeah, so now here we're going to select the trigger, because the first step in any sort of AI automation tool will be a trigger. So based on that, the workflow will then start doing its work, right? So the trigger will be on row added. So basically, whenever there's a new row added, this particular workflow will trigger, right? So now again, here we need to basically choose the Google Sheet file, which is in our case is YouTube transcript, and the sheet will be the sheet 1. And let's say if we just run this, So now let me fetch some YouTube video from my own channel. Of course, I'm going to fetch that from my own channel. So now let's copy the link of this video and let's put it here. So now as you can see Okay, so as you can see, we've got the link from the Google Sheet to here. So I think so basically this means that the trigger is working really well. So now let's pin it. So basically, if whenever you pin any data in any node, which means that now you can use that data over and over again without basically running that node once again, right? So basically that way you actually are saving your executions in n10 in a testing phase, right? Because in a testing phase, you basically need to run a particular node several times in order to make sure that everything is working really well, right? So yeah. Now the next step here is like we need to connect the API console, API actor basically. And again, one important thing is that API does not have a native integration with n10. So basically you need to integrate API using HTTP node, right? So for that, we are going to use HTTP request. And over here, what exactly we are going to do is this. So basically we need this, we need to just come over to this YouTube transcript scraper, click on this API. And from here, what you can do, you can click on this API endpoint, right? Now, over here, what we can do, basically you can see a multiple different options, right? Over there. And then again, I know it is like a bit confusing because there are a lot of options visible on this particular page. But whenever like you use API, always use this one, run actor synchronously and get dataset items. Now again, this two is like very similar, but again, there's a one small difference, which is if you choose this and if you use this endpoint, this will only run till the run is successful. But again, this will not give you any sort of a data set, the output, right? But if you select this and if you use this in n10, it will run until it finished running, and then it will also gives you the final output in a dataset item, right? So always use this. So basically for that, let's click on this, copy this, right? And over here, again, let me see, method is post. So basically we need to select the post method over here. And yeah, again, yeah. So once you're done with that, for the URL, now again, click on this API, click on this client, and over here you will find curl C URL, which is what we are going to basically add, right? And over there, again, one thing that you can do is like copy and then in the n10 import URL. But again, we are not going to do that because it is not that the format is not friendly to that. So what exactly we are going to do is we don't need all of this. Basically, we need this input JSON. So first copy this one, come to this an HTTP node, turn on this send body over here, select using JSON and paste it over here. And now instead of this hard-coded URL, we are going to use this link and we'll drag it here, right? Again, sometimes it happens. So cut this and put it here, right? So now we have a dynamic set of links. So whenever you add a new link in your Google Sheet, this will then fetch link here from this particular sheet. From this particular data set, right? Now, again, this is not finished. The next thing that we need to do is this input JSON. Okay, I think we don't need to add it, but see, let's see if it is working or not, right? So yeah, now we're done with this. So let's run it once. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me refresh the screen. Sometimes it happens because of the cache memory, but yeah. Oh yeah, now it's running. As you can see, this little circular icon, and we've got the dataset item. And as you can see, we've got this start duration text. Hey, so this is Harsh, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can basically summarize any YouTube video. Again, this is the same video that I was talking about in the beginning, where you can basically use the free method to get the transcription of any YouTube video and then summarize that. So if you haven't watched that video, I will link that video somewhere in the top, and you can basically watch that video. But again, this video is like for the convenience purpose, where you can, if you don't want to get into the technicality of anything, you can just use this particular method. Again, it is not that costlier. So again, you can use this method. It's totally up to you. So yeah, see, this is the complete transcription of the video. And now let's say we want this transcription in basically Google Sheet. So for that, we need to connect the Google Sheet node. Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is basically, this is not the right format to basically read all of this, right? So what basically we need to do is we need to basically merge start and the text here. And then for that, we need to basically use the code node over here. Again, I'm not a coder, I'm not a developer. So we are going to take the help from ChatGPT here. So now for that, let's go to ChatGPT and give him this particular format, right? The essence of this format, what exactly, in which format we are getting the output. So again, this is the the output. And again, here we are going to write a very basic prompt. There's no like rocket science in writing prompts and everything, because people are basically sell you the courses over like how to write a prompt, how to become a prompt engineer, everything. Again, if you just write a simple and short and concise prompt, which is like very clearly understandable, that's more than enough, right? So this is the output, and we want to combine start and text, and want output something like, let's say 4.79, and that you want basically this is, so this is the example. Now write a JavaScript code to achieve it in the N10 code node. So yeah, this is a very simple, very concise, very clear prompt that basically tells ChatGPT that, okay, this is the output, and we want the final output, which is looking something like this. And now write a JavaScript code for us to achieve it in a N10 code node, right? So again, this is the code that ChatGPT has written. So now copy that and see if it is working or not, right? So for that, click on the plus icon, search for code node, and over here, paste it, right? And now let's test it out. Okay, so now it is not working at all. Okay, input data and then see. Oh, okay. Input all and okay. Let's test it out. So it always happens with me because I'm not a coder, so I don't understand. Getting, so now simply put that error here by getting this error. Okay, also let me share the previous node data with ChatGPT. So this is so that it can have a more context. Previous node output. Yeah. And it is generating something, and now, yeah. Okay, so now I think the code that this time ChatGPT will give will definitely work, because we have given some more context to it. So be this, and oh, perfect. So now let's copy this and see if it is working or not. This time it should work. Yeah. So now it worked really well. So now again, we have got this sort of a transcription. Now what we need to do is basically we need to combine all of this transcript into the one single object. And for that, what actually we need to do is we need to click on this plus icon again, aggregate everything, right? And here the field is combined, and let's say, yeah. So now we have got the combined transcription. We have combined all the fields from different JSON item into the one single item, which you can see right now here in the one single combined item. And now this is something that we can definitely add it to the Google Sheet. So for that, add Google Sheet. And you know, like how easily we have done this with the help of like API and ChatGPT. Even if you don't know how to code, even if you're not a developer, still you can do the same process and then build any sort of a workflow that you want in N10, right? So again, here, update a row in Sheet. We're going to choose that because we want to update the row with the transcription. And for that, first select the Google Sheet over here, YouTube transcript, Sheet 1. And here again, there's some more nuances to that. Again, if you're doing it for the first time, always remember that you need to basically, you need to basically map each column manually. So again, here the column to match on. So we are going to match the link column. So click on that. And here we are going to update the combined one, right? Yeah. Now, once that is done, click outside. Also pin this data so that we don't need to run it again and again. Always remember, always maximize and efficiently create your workflow so that you don't waste a lot of execution if you're on a cloud version. So now, required column to match on parameter is required. Okay. So again, here we need to add the link one. Got it. Okay. So now again, I need to basically unpin this node, otherwise it won't work. So click on save it. So this time it doesn't work. Oh, okay. It is saying that you need to unpin all the node, otherwise it won't work with the Google Sheet. So let's do that. Save it, clean the data, and now test this workflow again. Now this time it should work, and we should get our transcription in the Google Sheet. Yeah, so workflow executed successfully. So now let's see the Google Sheet. So as you can see, we have got the transcription. Again, we can still optimize this, and we can have a nice formatted transcription, which we can then basically, again, we can also use this transcription to summarize the summarize this particular video. And if you want to do that, you can watch my other video, which I will link somewhere in the top, and you can see how actually you can summarize what exactly the prompt that you can use. Again, I'll link that workflow as well in the description box below. And yeah, that's all about this particular video. I hope you find this video really helpful and valuable. If yes, like this video, share this video, and always subscribe this particular channel so that you can get the notification whenever I upload a new video on this channel, right? So yeah, again, that's all. And if you are still interested in joining my community for a discounted price for an early access, just click the first link in the description box below, and it will redirect you to the WhatsApp group or the community, which you can then join and then start waiting to join my community whenever it launch. It will probably launch in end of the June or the beginning of the July. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in another video. Till then, bye bye, take care.